Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the 100 Baby Challenge. So I have done quite a bit off camera, at least I feel like I have. It took me many hours. So I'm gonna show off what I accomplished in this episode. It's probably gonna be a bit of a shorter episode, but I will leave the reasoning down in the comments below so that you will know what's going on, because that will affect future uploads as well. But we are gonna go ahead. Also, yes, there is a trader, but he has nothing good. His trades actually suck. I actually did think about getting a turtle egg, and I was like, 5 emeralds for a turtle egg is just ridiculous. So, yeah, we're not going to worry about him. We actually had another one that came, and his trades were also not very good, so we're just going to let him live his life. We're going to go ahead, though. We have Constantine, and he is definitely ready to grow up. As you can see, he's plenty old enough. It has been many hours. Okay, so let's go here. I did fix this wall, by the way. I did make it too high, that way Kent can't get stuck. So, yeah, he can't just fall in here and be all stuck. Also, Axel grew up, so Axel is now a full-grown adult. I I think it's kind of fitting, though, with his personality, how his outfit is. I think that's really funny. So we will be moving him into his bedroom, setting his home, and then he can move freely. So we will definitely be doing that. In here, we have Baxter. Is Baxter an adult now, too? Oh my god, I think he might be. Is there a way to tell? I thought there was a way. I don't really think that it says. I don't think it says it though. That's not how his skin looked a little while ago. So he must be an adult as well. So yeah, you guys can obviously tell that I've spent quite a bit of time here on the server. So yeah, I guess that they're both adults now. How interesting. Baxter's skin, it definitely did not look like this. It had like he had a little shirt on, and it had some red on the shirt. That's really all that I can remember from that, though. But alright, so we will definitely take Baxter, too, and we'll put him in his room. Alright, well, let's go ahead and put down Constantine. Oh, there he is. Oh my, how fitting is that? Like, when I think of the name Constantine, I kind of think of this, like, tan overcoat kind of thing, and that is literally perfect. He has like a little brown onesie on. Once again, that doesn't really mean anything because obviously their skin and clothes change. But here, scooch. I'm just gonna scoot Constantine a little bit over here. Beautiful. Okay, but now we can actually see he's got literally the same eyes. So he's got my eyes. Let's see what he's like. He's passive. He is shy. He also has albinism, and he's a vegetarian. Okay. Can we do baby talk with him? Oh, look. He's overjoyed now. Cute. Okay. So, should we go ahead? Maybe we should go ahead and have a baby first. Yeah, we might as well do that before we take Baxter and Axel to their rooms. Alright, so go ahead and head up here. I think Kent went up here already. Maybe he didn't. Where did you go? Where did he go? I can hear doors being opened, but I don't know if that's Kent or if that's Francis. Okay, where are you? Is he around back? No. Yes? Well, there's Francis. Kent usually... He usually follows, Francis around. Okay, he's gotta be in the house somewhere. Kent, am I just, like, not seeing you? Didn't mean to do that. There's Francis. He's gotta be... Gotta be somewhere. I can hear a door being opened. You're in the closet? Okay. Alright, whatever. I mean, that works. Alright, okay. Alright, well, let's go ahead. We're gonna have our first baby of the episode. Alright, I always say this. Place your bets. What do you think it's gonna be? I, once again, am hoping it's gonna be a girl, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just gonna be a boy mom. And I'm okay with that, too. Alright, let's go for it. Okay, what is it? It's a boy. I sound like so unthrilled, and I'm still really happy that we got a boy, but I'm just like, dang, man, not a girl in sight. I'm just gonna be a boy mom. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and pick a name here. So I actually have one from Sierra Berg 8381, and they suggested the name Emmett, which I really like that name. I think it's super cute. It has 2 M's and 2 T's. Is that right? Yes. Okay, perfect. And then they also said personality-wise, they're energetic, favorite color is dark blue, likes sports and exercise. So that's definitely something that I can work with as well. So that's fun. All right, well, we have another boy. I guess maybe eventually we'll get a girl. Maybe. I don't know. All right, so, oh. No, I don't. I forgot. I need to grab Baxter and Axel real quick. So you can follow me. Axel, you can follow me. Come on, my children. Alright, so we're gonna take them outside and then down into the basement. Which sounds really weird, but that is where their homes are gonna be. Baxter, are you stuck? Come on through. What? Okay. I was like, what is going on here? Okay, perfect. Follow me. So you're gonna see that I have done quite a bit down here. So the first thing is that I finished the chest room, so it is now complete. There's definitely things that can be added, but I'll kind of show that off here in a second. And then I redid the staircase because I didn't like the purple slabs that I had going down, so I redid that. And then, of course, you guys have seen the rooms so far, but we're gonna go ahead. So this is Axel's. Hello. All right, so you are going to location. This will be your new home. Hello. Perfect. And then you can move freely. You are good to go. Come on, Baxter. Baxter's room. I did add some carpet in here. I thought that this would be really cute. I can't remember. Did I show this room off or not? I don't think I did. No, I don't believe I did. So Baxter's favorite color is teal, and then he is also into the sports and exercise as well. And I decided to go with this wallpaper. It's got like kind of, I guess it is like a minty color, but I think that it works with like teal. Of course, he's got a teal bed, teal chair. You know, he even has like, you know, the cyan planks and stuff for his ceiling and floor. Added some carpet. There's not a lot of decorations for like exercise equipment and sports. The only sports thing that I had was a basketball from DecoCraft and the dumbbell rack. So I ended up actually going ahead and adding another mod, and it adds like some basic like basketballs and footballs and stuff, so it's just a little something extra. So I put that in a display case, just to kind of once again show that he's into some sports. Added some paintings, pretty neat. Let's go ahead and get your home set. Location, home. Hi there. There is an empty bed. It's right there. What do you mean? Hi there. Nope, I don't want your inventory. Hi. Okay, there we go. It worked that time. Now you can move freely. The only thing I worry about is having this place lit up, because I do, like, as you can see, this is a very long hallway, and I just worry about, like, things spawning, so I'm constantly checking to make sure there's no creepers or skelly or anything like that. So I've tried my best to like light every single like individual room up. I went ahead and I added every like inner wall to every single one of these. It was a pain in the butt, but I did do that. Now for our baby Constantine, I went ahead and did their room as well. Axel's checking it out. So I feel like this is very fitting, especially for, like I said, the fact that his onesie is kind of brown, because that's what I imagine. So Constantine's favorite color was actually beige, and I found it so perfect because we actually have beige bricks in this. So beige bricks, I feel like it's so fitting. He has a brown bed. I figured, add some books in there. We also have a record player. I just felt like that was fitting. I love the painting because I forgot what this painting is actually called. The Void. Okay. This one's called The Void, but I don't know why. I've always thought it looked like an angel. I don't know why, but I always have thought that. So it kind of is like the fight between good and evil. And also just another one. And then we have a little poster of Batman, because I kind of feel like he might be into, like, being a hero, the heroes. Although Batman has a very, oh, I just now noticed, that's the Michael Keaton version of Batman. I just now noticed that on the poster. But I feel like, I mean, really, the world of Batman is kind of dark, but I feel like that kind of is fitting, with the Constantine's kind of personality, with it being like the fight between good and evil. So I don't know. I feel like it's fitting. I really like his little room. He's got a desk and stuff. I think it's perfect. So of course we will be working on Emmett next, so I can definitely work on that. This will be his room. I'm very excited. But so this is the first floor. This actually holds 20 bedrooms altogether because there's 10 on each side. But I wanted to go ahead before I decorated a ton of rooms and go ahead and make our next floor. So that is what I have also done. So we have another staircase leading on down to the second floor. And yes, it basically looks the exact same. Now, originally I had an idea to do like each floor a different color wood. So of course the top one was cherry. This one would be a different color. I tried it. I thought that it looked absolutely hideous. I tried several different color wood because we have like a bunch of the lettuces dyed planks, and I tried a bunch of the different colored ones. I actually didn't mind the mangrove planks. Like the mangrove planks is pretty nice, but why even have to go through all that? Because I literally would have to go ahead and break down all the cherry that I already had here. Honestly, it was just going to be way, way, way too much work, especially since I just already have all the cherry wood placed. So we are just going to leave it cherry wood. But also I started thinking, and I'm like, well, the top floor has 20 rooms. Now this one will make it 40 rooms altogether. I honestly don't think I need any more than that. Because as the kids start growing up and I'm able to actually make a separate housing for them to like live their own lives, have a family and all that, then they're going to be completely moving out of here in general. So I feel like as time progresses, like, and we move them out to their new homes, like, we can just kind of reuse their bedrooms because their decorations are going to go with them to their new home. So I can just repurpose that. And I did think about, like, keeping the rooms as is, just so I could reminisce. But really, what's the point of that, Because they're just going to be empty rooms. It's just going to take up space. And what's the point? So, the kids are not going to be living in there anymore. All their decorations are going to be gone. Just no point. We can just reuse it, and it'll be a brand new spanking room for another kid. He's sleeping in there. He's snoring. Wait. Why is Baxter sleeping in this one? Axel, where are you sleeping? Axel's not sleeping.
Hi.
I am so confused right now. You need to follow me. He's stuck. Baxter. I don't know what is going on here, but we're gonna have to figure it out. Follow me. We're gonna try this again. Maybe the beds were too close to each other, so maybe it got messed up. And that might be... You know what? Let me go ahead. I'm gonna break this one and replace it that way.
Hello.
We know. Okay.
Hi.
He says, thank you. Now you can move freely. Now, what, are you stuck on this chair? Go ahead. Axel! I gotta place the chair back. Just be still. Okay, there you go. Come on. Okay, he's sleeping in the right bed now. And then you, let's replace your bed.
Hi there.
Alright, location, home.
Hi.
And move. Okay, perfect. They're sleeping in their right beds now. My goodness. I'll leave one door open that way. I don't actually know if they can open those doors, so I'm just gonna leave one door open just in case. Alright, so there's that. How are we doing with baby? Baby is good. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and show this off. So I went ahead, like I said, and I finished the chest room. I added some more decorations, finished the flooring. Eventually, like, I want to put an ender chest here. Eventually, you know, when I get ender pearls and all that goodness. But, yes. So all of the chests and stuff are complete. I've got all the item frames up there and everything. I just have to decide where I want to put all the goodies. And then back here, I didn't really know what to put back here because eventually I kind of want to have a whole area where I can... show off all of the heads that I have and all of my specialty items. And I think I want to do that over here. I'm not exactly sure, like have a bigger room. But for now, this is what I've just put. So of course, I hate that I didn't get the map all the way finished. I'll have to go back to that one village. But if any of you are wondering, this is that village that had the lighthouse. I really, really loved that village. I thought it was so cool. But yeah, that's what that map is. I'll have to go back there and finish that little section there. And then this is my torch flower, my first ever torch flower, the one that I actually got from the traveling little villager there. So I planted it, I planted the seeds, and this is it. I just harvested it. And then this is my first ever enchantment bottle. Why can't I speak today? Bottle. But yeah, so I just have a few little things here, and then if we go over this way, I still have all of my, you know, Minecraft Comes Alive books and the tracker. Eventually I'll have a special place for that too. Where are you going? What? Axel, did you get... I love his skin.
Hello.
You became a butcher. He became a butcher. I absolutely adore your skin. Your skin is so cute. I love it. Baxter, are you gonna get a job too? Oh my god, that is so cute. So I told you in the last episode that I was going to work on getting the dog and cat rooms finished because that's something that I really needed to do. Actually, while I'm talking about this, I had some cats, didn't I? Or did I? Yeah, I do. I do have some extra cats. Wait, is this a calico one? Do I not have this one? Okay, so now I'm so confused. Why do I feel like I had this cat? Maybe I don't. Okay. Okay. The rest of these are just duplicates, but eventually, yes, I want to put them down. They're obviously mine. I'm their owner now. So eventually I will put these in the cat room too, but I really want to get all of the different kinds of cats, and right now, well, if this is the calico one, then I'm only missing 2, I believe. I'm missing the all black one and then the orange one. And I find that so funny because the orange one is like such an easy one to find. The black one, not so much, but I've usually had good luck finding the all black ones. Anyways, we'll have to check on that. I forgot to do that when I was on here before, but interesting. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead. I'll show you what I got. So this is the little hallway. There is definitely room to expand and do other things on the opposite wall and ahead of us. And originally I did have the cats over here and the dog's over there, but I remembered we had this cute little neon sign, and the dog's is on the left and the cat's is on the right. So I was like, you know what? We got to switch the rooms. So I did that. I switched them. I used a cute little fairy light thing to do the dogs and cat signs. Super cute. I only have one dog right now, unfortunately. We definitely need to venture out and find some more dogs. I desperately want some more. So I made this room pretty small just to begin with. It can definitely expand, as you will see with the cat room. But I decorated it up a little bit. We have some dog food. I think that this is super cute. I didn't even know that this was a thing, but it's from the Let's Do Farm and Charm mod, so it is dog food, and it actually increases their damage and speed and knockback resistance. So yeah, added that as some decor. I don't have, like, any toys for them, so I figured just, like, a slime ball and a snowball, maybe. I mean, it looks kind of like, I don't know, similar to a tennis ball, I suppose, but, you know. Just wanted to add some little toys for Brisket here. We have a shovel, some food, water. We have a little dog house. Yes, these are dirt, but it does kind of look like some poo. So, you know, just for decoration purposes. But yes, and then over here, this is actually my real life dog that passed away. So his name was Pacho. He was 17 years old when he passed, and he passed, of course, in October of 23. But yeah, that was him. That was my baby. Yeah, that's not a super great picture of him, but he did only have one eye because his other one had to be removed. And he also didn't have any teeth as well. That just happens with age, and, you know, small dogs like that, they're prone to a lot of problems. But he lived a very long life, 17 years old. I mean, he was alive for a good portion of my life. So, yes. But I guess I can talk about this real quick. I do not like what I did up here. Well, let me take that back. I like the windows because I wanted to add like a little skylight to give puppers and the cats some natural sunlight. So I used these framed stained glass blocks. And then I had the idea, I'm going to run up there real quickly, to kind of make a... what would you, like a pond? Like a pond area over here, like, you know, as decoration. So you can see, like, that's where that is. That's the cat room right there. And kind of add some fish and stuff in here. But I absolutely cannot stand the water drops. And I know I can turn that off because it's a particle thing. I'm sure that there's probably a texture pack too that, you know, turns that off, but I don't know. I want to do something different. I still like the skylight idea, but I think I'm going to remove the water. I just am not a big fan of that. Honestly, what I think might be cool is to do a greenhouse on top of this in the yard, and then have this kind of as the flooring, where there's still natural light coming in, but it's not water. So yeah, that's probably something that I'm gonna fix there, but there's that. Now onto the cat room, and now we can actually check to see if we have a calico. Does it look like? Yeah. Okay, got you. All right, so here it is. So as I said, you can definitely see that it can expand quite a bit. I have put all of my cats in here thus far, the ones that I had, you know, sitting and laying about. I made sure to do the ones that aren't duplicates first, and then I'll have all of my other little duplicate kitties towards the back end. But yes, so we have them all. It is nicely decorated in here, and I also added pictures of my IRL cats as well. I thought that that would be a nice touch. I love my babies. So I guess we'll start over here first. So this is actually the first cat that I've ever owned myself, fully. So this is Gallifrey. Of course, it is a she, her. Her birthday is February the 25th, and she is currently 11 years old. I love her so much. She is my very much spoiled baby, but she is very much my cat. She doesn't much care for anybody else. I absolutely adore her, and I actually have a picture of her as a baby. This was her as a little baby. I've had her for a very, very long time. And you can even see like how her coloring and stuff has changed. Like this little patch of brown here, it actually stayed white, and the rest of her changed colors. But yeah, that's her. That was her as a little baby. So yes, so the first half of this room we'll go over. We have Seafoam, we have Buddy, we have Duchess, and we have Sylvester, Sandy, and Summit. And I did change some of the cat's collars just because it was before I asked you guys to suggest a collar color. So I did change some of theirs. So I think I changed Sandy's to the green. It just was more fitting. I thought it looked nice. And then as for decoration, I did make another little thing here. And this one has this cute little cat plant pot. We have string, and I used another slime ball as like a bouncy ball. So I was a little bit confused on this, but I suppose it makes sense because the dog food, if you feed that to the dog, it has all those effects. But this one, I guess you can feed it just to a wild cat, and it's just an increased chance of taming it. I don't know. I feel like there should be. I feel like this food should give effects to a cat. Maybe like a greater distance, because you know, like they scare off creepers, right? So maybe if you feed the cat food to the cat, like it'll be a greater radius that it'll scare off creepers from, or something. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it should do something else besides just taming. But it is what it is. Also, we have some of the tuna cans that I found. Water dish. We have a little pet carrier, and I found a yarn basket. I thought that was so cute, so I had to add that down here just because. That leads us on to my next kitty. This is Toast. Of course, he is a he. His birthday is May the 1st, so it's actually coming up really quickly, and he is 10 years old, or he will be 10 years old. Currently, he's 9. He will be 10 on the 1st, but I went ahead and put 10. But yeah, this is my Toasty. I've had him since he was about a year or two. He was a stray that actually came up, and I took him in. I don't have a baby picture of him, but here's another one. Here's another picture of him chilling in his little bed. And then over here we have Moon, we have Sparrow, and Pearl. I love Pearl. Pearl's so cute. And then I have some toe beans. Look at those. These toe beans belong to my baby Nimbus. Yes, so this is Nimbus. She is my latest addition to the family. Will probably be the last addition for a while. I forgot her birth date, and I meant to look it up on my records that I have for her. So I don't have her birth date yet, but she is coming up on a year. She should be a year old here in about a month. So yes, she's a little baby, and this is a picture of her about a month into me adopting her. She was just a little baby. But yeah, so that's Nimbus, and that's who those little toe beans belong to. So just super adorable. I love all the decorations. Oh no, Sparrow, did I push you out? I didn't mean to push you out of your bed. Sorry. I left room for the other cats, and I guess with that being said, though, you need to come with me. I could have sworn we had another calico cat. I don't know what happened, but maybe not. I don't know. I will push you right in this bed area for now. You can go right there. Perfect. So then, yeah, all that we're missing, I believe, is the all black one, and then this bed will be for the orange one, or vice versa, whichever. And then I will eventually extend this a little bit for the other duplicate kitties that we have in the chest. But I guess we need a name for this one. I was not expecting that, but yeah, you need a name. So if you guys would like to leave me down some name suggestions in the comments below, and also a collar color suggestion, because that will be the color, not the collar, the color of their bed as well. You guys always come up with such good names, so I'm excited to see what what your name is gonna be. So we'll have to figure that out in the next episode. I also need to see if I can breed some of these cats to get some duplicates, because I want to make like a little catio. I did that in a previous series, outside, and I want to actually have, I want to actually, like, name some of the cats my IRL cats. So I'll get, like, I'll get a Tuxie, and I'll name it Nimbus. Toast, he's the I guess he's the closest to, like this cat. So I'll have to get another one of that one. And then actually Gallifrey is a snowshoe Siamese mix, so we'll do a Siamese cat for her. So yeah, we'll have to work on that as well. Fun. There's lots of things to do, that's for sure. But there you go. So definitely leave me those name suggestions in the comments below. Other than that, I feel like that's really all that I did. And I say that that's really all that I did, but it took me a long time. Oh, that's one of the ideas that I had. I need to do something with my little fellow in there. I forgot he was holding a little golden apple. And I actually had the thought to put him at the very end of this hallway down here. In another series that I did, I had 2 of them, and I made this whole little room, and it had moss, and it had amethyst, and it was just super, super cute. And then I just did glass. That way you could kind of see in there, and I would kind of like to do that again. I just really don't have a purpose for them right now, at least. I know that they're good for, like, farming and stuff, but I just don't have a purpose for it yet. So I would just at least like to get him out of this little glass prison and at least into something that's a little bit bigger and more attractive, and, you know, it's kind of like a little environment in there. But yeah, that's what I want to do. And I really am afraid to put a lead on this guy and, like, tie him to a fence post, because I have had them fly off and get lost. So I definitely do not want to do that. So yeah, I'll have to work on that as well. And then I was about to say in the next episode, but I'm not going to promise that, because yeah, things are kind of up in the air right now. But I really do need to start working on getting this built, getting it started. I really need to work on cutting down a bunch of these trees. Then I think mine colonies have walls that I can make, which would be super nice. That way everything's protected. But the mine colony is where I am going to be building the housing for all of my children. It's going to have to be at... See, that's the problem. I don't know exactly where to put it, because it's going to have to be at least a little bit far away. That way it doesn't mess up with mine colony stuff. But it allows, you know, at least it's in the area. That way it can be protected. So yeah, I'm definitely going to have to work on that, because, like I said, when it's time, the kids are moving out. Because I feel like everything is going by super fast already. Like, we already have 2 kids who are adults. Like, you know, they can already, really, they can start going out and finding, but yeah, they can really start already having kids of their own. You changed your skin again. Now you are jobless again. Okay. I mean, hey, I ain't judging here. You gotta figure out what's for you, kid. But that's also another thing, is like, I want them all to have, like, little careers and professions and stuff. So yeah, the village would be really nice to have that, because in mine colonies there's all different kinds of shops and stuff. So yeah, there's all different kinds of things that are in mine colonies, and that's also another reason why I'm like, yeah, we need to get the kids moved out into their own home. They can start finding wives and have babies of their own, and they're all their professions and everything like that. So yes, we need to work on that desperately. Let's see, I think... Oh, Baxter's up here. Wait, Baxter's changed his skin now. Are you a leather worker? No, you're a fisherman. Oh, he is. Oh, I didn't even see the little bobbers and stuff on him. Okay, well, see? He's become a fisherman. Good for him. I'm gonna chat with you. Oh. Show off. Look at you, strutting around like you're the center of the universe. Newsflash, nobody's impressed by your pathetic attempts to impress? Ouch. That hurt.
Hello.
That was really mean. And we're just not gonna get along? Holy guacamole, I'm over the moon. Okay, well now he's happy. Oh, dang, that was really harsh. Our first fight, Baxter. Dang. Oh, Constantine, you're like in the crib. That shouldn't matter. I think he's fine. I mean, technically, I could put him in the crib. Can I pick you up? You're like, really, like, you're like in the crib. Well, oh, no. That didn't work. Well, I don't know. He's somewhat in there, I suppose. He's like really in, he's like straight up in the, okay, whatever. It's kind of funny. I know that I can place the babies in here. See? Like, I can literally place the little babies in the cribs, which I think is cute. I don't actually know if that affects, like, their growing up time. I wouldn't think so, but it might. But with that said, Emmett is ready to grow up, so it is very much time. Here we go. Oh, he's got a little brown onesie, too. You look exactly the same as your brother. Your hair is just a tad bit lighter, I think. But y'all look exactly the same. Exactly. Oh, he's sad. Personality is friendly. He also has albinism and vegetarian. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna have a bunch of very pale and vegetarian kids. I'm gonna see if I can play rock, paper, scissors just because. Are you happy now? Good. Are you happy, Constantine? I don't think I can click on Constantine now. He's stuck in the crib. That's fine. Whatever. Alright. Well, there's that. I think Baxter is jobless now again. Okay. My kids can't make up their minds. That's fine. Y'all do you. I am gonna take him out of this room, though. Because I'm gonna lock that in. Now you can move freely. Where is Kent? I can't see him on this because I have so many little icons. Does even the paintings show up on here? I'm not sure. I'm gonna go up here and check. Alright, we're gonna have one more baby for this episode. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! We got a girl! We got a girl! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm so happy! Oh my god, I literally thought that something was broken, and I was like, I'm gonna have to go in the config files and figure out, like, what the percentage chance of having the boys versus girls. Oh my god, I am so happy. We finally got a girl! On the 4th attempt. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be a house full of boys. Oh, alright. Well, this is miraculous. I am so very excited. So I have this name picked out. It comes from Super Awesome Axolotl Unicorn, and they suggested the name Diana, which is actually my aunt's name, just FYI. But I also really like the kind of interest that she had picked out too. They love axolotls, and the favorite color is lavender. She is shy and sweet. I guess we'll figure out what her little attributes are gonna be when it's time for her to grow up. But yeah. Also, I know I can give her to Kent. I'm pretty sure I'm able to, right? Like gift. Feel weird saying no. I thought you knew me better than that. You hate these? No, you don't. Take it back. Take it back. Take it back. Take it back right now. You're just mad. Yeah, he's feeling drained. He's feeling drained. I guess I'll have to recharge. Yeah, I'm expecting an apology, okay? Dang, I'm having my first fight with Kent and first fight with Baxter today. How depressing. Alright, well, we're gonna, I guess since I can't give him, I guess I could. I think I can put her in his inventory. I think I can do that, but just as an experiment, I want to see what will happen. Actually, what is she at right now? So she's literally 2 minutes old. I'm gonna put her in the crib, and next episode, I'll see if that actually affects the time. Like, does she have to be in my inventory for her to grow or not? I'm not sure, but we'll figure it out. We'll see one way or another. So I was just about to do the outro, and I realized that I had the babies not in alphabetical order. Whoopsies. It is really late when I'm recording this, and also when I wrote down the names on a piece of paper, for some reason I put the E names first before the D's. So it is whatever it is. Life is unexpected. So what? Who cares? It's such a little thing. We have plenty of more babies to go, so it's not a big deal. But with that being said, like I said at the very beginning of this episode, be sure to check in the comments. There's going to be a pinned comment from me explaining kind of what's going on and when the next video will be out. Also, don't forget to leave name suggestions for the cat. And we are also going to need names, baby names, for the letters F and G. So be sure to leave those as well. Alrighty, well that is going to be it for me. I hope that you guys have enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys all again next time. Goodbye.